On today's Arizona Daily Mix, have you heard of mycocation? Mycocation? Yeah, I think that's what they're calling it. We'll tell you about it, and we'll show you how you can get ready for spring and summer travel. And as we gear up for the upcoming spring NASCAR race at Phoenix Raceway, we'll find out how they are giving back to the community next week and all year long. And speaking of cars, see what Wally's driving in this week's Wally's Weekend Drive. Hey, we've got that and a whole lot more, and it all starts right now. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You know how the coffee kind of like hits you just right, and kind of like either it scares you or it gets you. It's done both. It's got me, but scared the crew. Good morning and welcome to the Arizona Daily Mix. I'm Brad Perry. Thank you so much for joining us here on the CW7 Arizona. It's Friday. We made it, guys. It's Friday. I love it. Teresa's still out, but Lexi's here with us, and she's actually out at her old stomping grounds. And I feel, Lexi, you've been over at GCU more than you were at school.
Yeah, that's true. I decided I wanted to come back today. I mean, like we said, I was here on Wednesday. Yeah, but then I was like, I'm gonna come back because I want to learn all about America. But Brad, I don't know if you're ready. I'm here to test your knowledge about America. I have 3 trivia questions for you. Are you prepared?
Yes, I am. Are we gonna do them now or are we gonna wait?
Okay. Yep. Nope, right now.
Okay.
First one. What anniversary is America celebrating?
250th.
Okay, now we're gonna dive into the Liberty Bell Project trivia. Okay, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay, what makes Arizona's Liberty Bell especially local?
We have a bell?
Yes, Brad. Every state has a bell. Mm-hmm.
Wow, well there goes there. I lost that. I didn't know we had a bell.
Okay. Okay, then that trivia question's not for you. Okay, what's something unusual?
Go to the main one.
What unusual accident happened to Delaware's Liberty?
Oh, it cracked.
What?
It cracked when they rang it for the first time.
Yeah, in Delaware, what happened? There was an unusual accident. What happened?
It cracked when the first time they rang it.
A car ran into it. Crazy. It does have a crack now, but a car ran into it.
Cut her off. Anyways,
No, cut him off.
I'm not
He
getting
doesn't
these
even
right.
know we have a bell.
I'm not getting these right. Okay. What about the Liberty Bell? Is there one about the Liberty Bell?
This is the Liberty Bell.
No, that's not the Liberty Bell. Liberty Bell is cracked.
What's the message written on it? What's the message written on it?
Ring my bell, ring my bell, ring it. Spring
Close enough.
NASCAR weekend.
Good job, Brad.
At
You really nailed
it. Let's go. This is killing me, the coffee. Hey, Spring NASCAR weekend at Phoenix Raceway is next week, and from STEM programs to charity laps, Teresa recently talked with the president, Latasha Cosley, about why it's so important for them to give back even during the busiest time of the season.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Phoenix Raceway.
Your work in the community does not stop when the engines stop. You're always connected to the community.
Yes, you are right. We're always connected to the community here at Phoenix Raceway. For me, it's personal. You know, I was born and raised here in the Valley, and I just have a huge commitment for giving back, and so does NASCAR. For us, you know, we have a donor advised fund, Phoenix Raceway Charities, where we are giving back all year long. And so any opportunity we get to do that during race weekend, we do. So even for this upcoming spring weekend, we will have over 500 kids here for STEM Day. STEM Day is is really focused on Title I schools and kids who normally wouldn't have the opportunity to come to the raceway. We're paying for that, giving them lunch, really getting them integrated into the raceway, and hopefully one day they will become true NASCAR fans. And then outside of that, I mean, we do other things. We just had championship weekend that we just wrapped up not too long ago. We partnered up with the Larry Fitzgerald Foundation and did free mobile mammograms, not only for our campers, but as well for individuals in the city of Avondale. We know that early detection is very important. We also know that breast cancer doesn't start and stop in October. And so for us, it's a year-long just campaign for women and men, honestly, taking care of their breast health. And so we do those things. We also do free field trips. We give back. We personally, as the Phoenix Raceway team, get out there and we volunteer our time, get our hands dirty in the community. We'll have kids from the Boys and Girls Club here through our race weekend as well. I mean, I could go on and on about just the work that we're doing in the community, because for us, we don't want to just take from the community. We want to be part of it and give back to the community that we're living, working, and playing in.
I've actually been here on field trip days, and it is the most fun. It's loud. You see kids curious. They're laughing. They're having a ball, and I've seen you get up there, and I've seen you interact directly with the kids.
Yes. Well, it's important, right? It's important for kids to be able to see what's possible. You know, some of these kids don't even know what NASCAR is, don't even know what it means. And a lot of times when you think about NASCAR and you think about being in racing, you think about the only thing is to be a driver. But we know that that's one of the things that you can do as part of NASCAR. You could be a pit crew member, you could be the president of a raceway, you could be part of the team. There's so many elements, and that's what we want kids to see. But also at the same time, you could be a race fan, right? And really get to know just the sport in general. It's a fun sport, it's an exhilarating sport, and to be part of it early is an amazing thing.
How do your race weekends shine a light on some of the charitable goings on here?
Yes, absolutely. Well, for us, we're very intentional about that. We make sure we talk about it. So when we have the Boys and Girls Clubs here, we make sure that we get the club kids involved, make sure that we, show them on social media, show them on the platforms, because, that's all it takes. For a lot of these organizations, they're operating by volunteerism and by word of mouth. And so for us to be able to do our part and just shed just a little light on what they do, our campers love doing volunteer events. We've done things with the Red Cross, we've done things with the Valley of the Sun United Way, packing meal packs. And so our campers are always looking for something to do to help give back to the community.
And you've touched on this, but it expands your fan base because it gets people in the door that might not be NASCAR fans.
That's right. That's exactly right. It expands our fan base because it educates them about who we are as an organization, as NASCAR, as Phoenix Raceway, and who we are as a sport. A lot of our drivers will get out there. Daniel Suarez came last year, and we partnered up with Carl Hayden High School. He did a whole assembly in Spanish, which was an amazing thing because 90% of those students there, their first language is Spanish. And so for us to be able to bring that to them, for them to even see someone that is like them within our sport, we know that representation matters, and it's really, really important.
Do you work with veterans?
Absolutely. For the past several years, we have partnered up with the Fighter Country Foundation, who supports the men and women at Luke Air Force Base. We traditionally do a kickoff luncheon, kickoff to our race weekend in the fall. And so we have been able to not only give, money, we've given them each year over $100,000 to the organization, but for us, again, being able to get out there, volunteer, and just tell about the great work, obviously, that our men and women are doing.
Thank you so much for everything that you're doing on and off the track. If people want to get involved in some of these community events, can they?
Yes, absolutely they can. We go, to phoenixraceway.com to find out what we have going on over the weekend. Throughout the weekend, our campers are always involved. Our campers come the Monday before a race and stay till the Monday after. But I always say, look to see what we're doing, our charitable work online. You could always give to Phoenix Raceway Charities, and all of that money that we raise for Phoenix Raceway Charities goes 100% back into the community. None of that goes towards operating expenses of the raceway, only to the good causes and those in need here in our community.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series is coming to Phoenix next weekend. We want to give you the ultimate VIP experience with NASCAR driver Patrick Starpelli, number 48, with the Big Machine Racing. The tour of this is pretty cool. You'll tour his trailer, watch the race from his pit box, and more. Enter now at cw7az.com/win.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Phoenix Raceway.
All right, later in the show, need a date night spot for you and your honey this weekend? Well, we'll show you where to go to elevate Asian street food in North Scottsdale. But first, we're talking about the top ways to save when you're planning your spring and summer travel next.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Expedia.
As Americans begin to plan spring and summer getaways, Expedia's new 2026 Air Hacks report highlights shifts in airfare pricing and travel behavior. Teresa recently talked with Expedia travel expert Melanie Fish about how to take advantage now.
Melanie, so great to have you here. Tell us about this new report.
This is the 10th year Expedia has analyzed a whole year's worth of airfares, search patterns, booking patterns to figure out what is the best way to hack the system and get those really good values when you're booking airfare. I'm actually at the Hyatt Regency at the Orlando airport, and I'm here because it is one of the airports that is actually least expensive to fly out of. It's also one of the busiest airports in the country.
Okay, interesting. I would never have thought that. I'm already interested. Tell us more about the major data points in these findings and what they reveal for us travelers.
I have some surprises for you. There is a new best day to book, and it's the same day that's the best day to fly. If you're looking for the least expensive fares, it's Friday. This is new this year. Now, a reminder, these are the averages across all the flights across the globe. So they may not apply to your specific flight, but in general, Fridays are the best day to book and to fly. Another finding in the Air Hacks report, it doesn't always pay to book way far out. 30 to 45 days appears to be the sweet spot to book those domestic airfares for the biggest savings. One more surprise for you, August is the cheapest month to fly.
My head's spinning right now because I've always thought that Friday is the most expensive time to fly. I'm not surprised about August because we live in Phoenix, but one thing in the report that I'm very curious about is the rise of so-called microcations, because we've always done that in my family. You take a trip for 24 hours, a short trip. What's driving the rise of so-called microcations?
You do that, you are a trend setter, because I thought this trend only lived on TikTok, but we did a survey and turns out this idea that you can have a blast doing a microcation, flying somewhere far off, spending the day, flying back home, is now happening a lot more. 1 out of 4 Gen Z and millennials are saying they plan to do a microcation this year. And some of the places they're going, San Juan, Puerto Rico, Montreal, Nassau in the Bahamas. So some of these destinations that seem like a real getaway but aren't too long a flight.
Okay, I'm Gen X, so I road trip my microcations. Does that count?
Sure, that's our own trend.
Right, because I just feel like, and maybe a lot of people can relate, I do live TV. I don't have that many vacation days. So, I'm not like a European that's taken 3 weeks off.
That's right. And our destinations are a little farther away. So if you do want to try this year, hopping on a plane for a microcation, let me know how it goes.
All right, you are an expert in this, so I'm very enthusiastic about your tips for taking as low cost a trip as possible. That's still fun.
Absolutely. And these are tips in the Air Hacks report, some rules of thumb about when to book and when to fly. But the real air hack is using technology to your advantage. Make sure you're using the tools in the Expedia app that are getting better and better. You can bundle and save. You book that airfare the next day, you go back and add a hotel to the trip, you're going to get a discount on that hotel. Flight price trackers, set it, then you know when to book that trip. My favorite is actually price drop protection. I get it for free in the Expedia app with my free membership, and I'm a platinum member, and I'll book a flight, and if the price drops, I get money back in one key cash that I can spend on my next trip.
Melanie, you are a wealth of information. I've learned so much. Going to travel on a Friday in August. Thank you. Where can people go for more information?
Oh, that Expedia app is your travel bestie.
Thank you so much. Safe travels.
You as well.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Expedia.
Coming up, we're going to be learning about Road to 250 Arizona Traveling Museum, so stick around.
CW7 Arizona invites you to be our guest. Get 50% off on some of the best must-try food and drink establishments in the area. Scan the QR code on your screen right now and get ready to save.
It is that time to celebrate America's 250th anniversary, and one of the ways that Arizona is doing that is by having this traveling museum that is making a stop at GCU today, and with me is Laura. Tell me a little bit about the traveling museum.
Yeah, absolutely. So we wanted to pick up Arizona's replica Liberty Bell, every state has one, and tour it across all 15 counties, more than 30 stops for the next 2 months.
And so we have the replica Liberty Bell behind us, and every state has one, correct?
Yeah, and they each tell such a unique story. Arizona's bell just happens to be bell number 14. That's the order that it was cast in, but it matches our statehood day. But we wanted to share some of those bell stories. So we have this interactive panel here where you can learn which bell was hit by a car, which bell is hanging. There's only one that really hangs, so a lot to share, lots of exciting facts.
And so in this museum, the traveling museum, you guys have a lot of interactive things. This is just one of them. We see some of the girls over here doing another one. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so there are two sides to the traveling museum, an Arizona side and an Americana side. And for the Americana side, we used Moments That Made Us that pulled 5 themes out of the Declaration of Independence and then shared moments along the United States' history. And we want people to do the same for themselves. So we invite them to share a moment that made them.
And so another thing you guys are doing is postcards. And then these postcards have a little bit of a fun twist that they're going to end at.
Yes, we have our Dear America, Love Arizona postcards. We sent them out to schools. You can also get them on the Traveling Museum to share a message about what you love about Arizona, what's so special about our state, and then they'll be displayed at the state capitol.
That's amazing. And so Arizona is one of the few that have a traveling museum. What made you guys want to do this and be able to show it off to all of Arizona?
Well, this is an idea that Secretary Fontes had. He's the chair of our Arizona America 250 Commission, and he wanted to share a little bit of the Capitol with the rest of the state. And what's really neat is that this is the last time the bell will be mobile. When we return it to the state capitol, it's going to have a brand new ceremonial base built by our friends at Sun Construction, and it'll be permanent.
That's amazing. Okay, and so we're gonna head on down because you guys have a presenting sponsor, which is Banner, and I'm gonna go meet with him. I'm gonna make my way down. And then with me, I have Daniel. He is one with Banner Health. Tell me what made Banner want to be the presenting sponsor on this and tag along to celebrate America's 250th.
So first of all, I want to thank Laura for her dedication to this community. It's really awesome to be here with you today and to stand alongside as a presenting sponsor. Why? Because Banner is hometown to Phoenix and hometown to Arizona. So we're dedicated to this community. We see this as a community that we want to see healthy in the long run, and we're just glad to be here and be part of this action.
How special is it to see, this is just one of the stops, is GCU, but they're involving the youth, the community, that's what we're seeing all around us.
It's incredible to bring the community out for whatever reason, just to show that we are together, we're unified. There's a lot of stuff that's going on in our world today, and it's great to have something very positive to focus on. And who can't celebrate a 250-year anniversary?
Exactly. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. I'm going to go find Laura one more time. She's all the way across the way. So you see behind me, we have the Traveling Museum. It's going to be at GCU all day today. And then there's going to be a few more stops. Like we mentioned, this is just the postcard spot. Where are you guys headed to next, and where can people find more information?
Tomorrow we are going to be in Mesa at the Red Mountain Library, so we hope you'll get a chance to visit. We also have a blood drive going on with Vitalent tomorrow, so it's a great way to experience the museum but also give back to the community.
And if people want to find out where the stop is in Tucson or Cottonwood, where can they do that?
They can go to www.america250az.org for our full schedule.
Perfect. Thank you so much. As always, you can head to the cw7az.com for more information, but we're going to get making postcards, and make sure you stick around because we're going to have more on the mix.
All right. right, coming up, looking for something to do this weekend? How about a spring training game? We got that and a lot more when the Mix returns after this. Oh my goodness. Welcome to the second half of the Arizona Daily Mix. There's still so much more to come on the show because looking for something to do this weekend? Take a look at these great weekend events brought to you by Gerber Injury Law. We're going to start by going to the theater, and that's the Valley Youth Theater. And think about this. What would Harry Potter look like from the perspective of kids who weren't chosen as the ones for, of course, Hognots and all that? Well, Puffs is how they celebrate. You got to check out this great movie. It's almost like Drunk Shakespeare meets Harry Potter, but for kids. So very high energy, very quick, very fun for the kids to enjoy. It's now through March 1st at the Valley Youth Theater. All right, baseball fans, ball one, strike two, whatever you want to call it, but Sloan Park and Mesa is ready for spring training as we know it's going on right now through March 24th, where the Cubbies will take on the LA Dodgers, Milwaukee Brewers, and for the first time ever, the New York Yankees. The last two games of spring training season at Sloan Park will be with the Cubs and the Yankees taking on each other, which should be very good. And I'll tell you right now, take me out to the ballpark. Get me some popcorn, some Cracker Jacks, and some apple pie. I don't know if that made any sense. Visit cw7az.com community or scan the QR code on the screen for more of things happening around the Valley. All right, listen up. Listen very carefully, especially if you're looking for a date night restaurant that takes you to another country without even having to leave the country. It's called Kambara. Another amazing creation of a restaurant here at the JW Marriott at Desert Ridge. And I'll tell you, this is awesome. The first time we met, we were in the garden because you were launching Tia Carmen.
That's right.
Which is actually a garden-to-table type of restaurant that everything's done right here.
100%, and you should see the garden now. We're here in Kambara.
Yeah.
Asian street food. My business partner and I, we traveled. Well, first, we have such a love for Asian culture, food. Spent many years traveling there for this concept, Kambara, which the word means to seek and discover. So essentially, that's what we did. We traveled through Chiang Mai, to Bangkok, to Penang, to Phu Quoc, to Hanoi, to all of these amazing Asian places. And then we spent about 6 months doing recipe development to create these amazing, we make our own curry, our own sambal, our own dumplings, our own noodles.
Oh my gosh. And each part of this restaurant has a little bit of that culture in there. I know behind us we're looking at graffiti walls and stuff like that.
Well, you're in Tokyo. Wow. Right? And then we have Chinese lanterns. You're in Shanghai, you're in Beijing. So as you walk through this beautiful space that Thomas Schutz, a very dear friend and really just humble designer, created this beautiful oasis for us.
Oh my gosh, well I know this is beautiful to take a look at, and of course the food is beautiful to taste, so let's go make some.
All right, let's do it.
Angelo, I love this. We're back in your little area here where you're gonna make us what?
We're gonna make, so just think of a chicken salad, but a Thai chicken salad. It's called lab. L-A-R-B. Don't pronounce the R, lab.
Lab.
Yeah, like I'm gonna lob you a
lab.
ball.
All right, so let's get started. What do we have?
So what we have here, first and foremost, is we have this beautiful, unctuous, coarse ground chicken, okay? So we have it mixed with a little lime juice, some galangal, some lemongrass. So next we're gonna add some rice powder.
Okay.
So it's really cool when you think of Southeast Asia, obviously there's an abundance of rice. So we made this powder of rice, galangal, lemongrass.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna add this to our chicken mixture. Do you like spice?
I do, not too spicy though.
So when you're camping, you add a little spice to your dishes?
Of course, yes, and all my little dishes I'm starting to.
So we're gonna mix the chicken with the chili, and If you notice, I just broke the chili, so I
Right.
just want, it's almost like a time capsule. I want that spice to just release so softly.
Got
so
that mixed
could you
up.
do something, please?
What would you like me to do?
Great. Take some herbs.
Okay. Right.
Then
Is
you're
that
gonna
enough?
take some, yeah, that's
Okay.
good, some mint.
Some mint,
Then we're gonna take some cilantro. Add some scallion.
some scallions. All right.
Okay.
All right. Then what?
So we're gonna just really take this to the next level. We have a lime juice, fish sauce, palm sugar vinaigrette. We're gonna just dress the chicken.
I like that. Okay.
So what we're gonna do here, what's really beautiful, look at the plate. So the crackling of the plate is supposed to be symbolic of when we were traveling through Asia, we saw the facades of the buildings, so they were aged, right?
Oh my gosh, okay.
So this is representative of Thai imperial cuisine, okay? So we have the beautiful colors of the crackling of the plate, the purple, thinly shaved cabbage, okay? And I'm gonna have you do some more work after this.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So then next, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna just put a little bit more of the toasted rice.
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna add some Persian cured cucumbers here, just for that beautiful contrast of textures. When you're eating this, I want you to feel seduced. I want to, it's all about time and place, and I want you to feel transported that you're in the streets of Bangkok.
I like this. Oh my goodness. Okay, as you're finishing up, this is not the only thing that's on the menu, because there's a lot on the menu, but one that you're very proud of. Where's Chef Penny? Chef Penny! Chef Penny, bring it in, bring it in. Chef Penny, bring us in.
Wow, you could be a chef. You're so.
Can I?
Wow.
Listen, I've watched enough, of course, of
I need you to come. You could come and expedite tonight. So this is our amazing chef, Chef Penny.
Oh my goodness. So what did Chef Penny bring us out?
So we have what's called the beef rendang, and you're gonna find this in Malaysia. So this is my interpretation. So it's beautiful, succulent Australian Wagyu, okay?
Yeah.
And we mix lemongrass, ginger, some chilies in there, and some lime leaf.
All right, we got the meals here. Let's go check out the bar. We got two great dishes here, and you can't come here without having a great cocktail. And you guys have a great selection of Asian whiskey and gin and all kinds of drinks here.
Not only a great one of the largest in the country. Isn't that super cool?
That's awesome.
Japanese whiskey, one of the largest in the country. Here we have a beautiful takeoff of a martini, right? There's gin, Japanese vermouth, and some umami. This is gonna pair so beautifully with that lob salad. And Christopher here is gonna make what's called the sympathizer.
And this is kind of take on an old-fashioned way, right?
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't
All
that
right.
gorgeous?
Chef, I thank you again for
Thank
bringing
you.
me into another one of your
Thank
creations
you.
here at the JW Marriott Desert Ridge. You gotta come check it out. And yeah, Tia Karma, and now
Kambara.
Kambara.
And we're gonna have you here at both of them.
I like it. All right, gotta check it out, people.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Coulter GMC Buick.
Well, hi, and welcome to Wally's Weekend Drive, man. I'll tell you, it's another week. We're having a good time. We are up here at Coulter GMC Buick here. I'm joined by Juan Medina, one of their top sales guys. He's going to check out this Yukon with us we have. We got the 2026 four-wheel drive AT4 Yukon here, which is pretty much the Mac Daddy of the whole deal, right?
It really is, yes.
Yeah.
Amazing vehicle.
That's right. Okay, so Juan, first of all, I got to ask you, how long you worked up here?
It's about 3.5 years.
Right on, man. How do you like it here?
Oh, I love it here.
That's
Clientele is really nice. Staff is really friendly. Any questions you need, we can definitely answer them for
That's
you guys.
right. I love working with you guys for sure. And I'm a GM guy, man. I have been, grew up GM my whole life and everything. So I'm looking at this thing. It's a 6.2 liter V8 in this thing. Now, this thing moves, man. It's got that 10-speed automatic transmission.
It sure does. Got that 420 horsepower. It's more than enough power to get up and go, especially take it off-roading. If you guys do love that, camping, like you mentioned, AT4.
Well, we definitely go off-road. I'm liking the fact the running boards are there when I need them, but they fold up and tuck away when we're off-road.
Yeah, which is a really nice feature. You can kind of use it more as like your rock slider protection as well. Even though they do happen to pop down, once they fold back up, Now you have an additional protection alongside with the underbody skid plates that the vehicle does come
Oh,
with.
there you go. Yeah, so you just kind of ride along on the
Yeah.
rocks there, which does happen from time to time. Now, these 20-inch alloy wheels with the multiple terrain, I would say, these aren't like really aggressive off-road
Yeah.
tires, but they're better than a street tire.
Oh no, most definitely, yeah. You'll have your traction on and off-roading. Coming back inside, you have this beautiful, nice 360 cam. Definitely, as far as when it comes to those parking spaces, grocery runs, drive-throughs, you bring up that camera. It's a beautiful way to go ahead and make sure you're not gonna curb any wheels that, when you do happen to go to those tight quarters. Different camera angles. You got your front, you got your rear, overhead front, overhead rear, side view cameras. And then if you guys do happen to be towing any toy haulers, out back, 8,400 pounds, you can definitely tow a quad. No more having an assistant. You just go ahead, pull right back, hook up the ball, and you're good to go. If you do need a little bit more of assistance to go ahead and park this vehicle, go ahead and hit that button right there. If you need a parallel park, you need to reverse into a spot, go ahead and select which icon you wanted to go ahead, select it. The vehicle will do its thing. You don't have to touch the steering wheel. You don't have to touch the pedals. The vehicle is going to go ahead, parallel park for you guys, reverse park. Makes it a whole lot more easier when you have those tight quarters. So going to the maps, let me go ahead and open that up. And as you can see, it's one huge clear display. Navigation, getting around the city, makes it a whole lot more nicer and clearer. Not only do you have the option to have the maps brought up on a center screen, you can also move it over to your driver cluster right over here onto the left-hand side. So instead of having to look down, just look forward. Audio, Bose audio, especially with this AT4 Ultimate. Not only do you have a nice clear audio Bose system, you also have speakers built into the headrest. So as far as when it comes to listening to any of your favorite songs, you could turn it up. Beautiful sound in and outside of the vehicle. You also have your panoramic sunroof. I know the time's a little bit nice right now as far as when it comes to the climate. Pop that shade open up the sunroof, enjoy the nice weather while it lasts.
So you got heated and ventilated seats, 10-way power adjustable seats.
Yes, of course.
Yes, okay, so you got that. The 2-row seats from the back, you can go ahead and you can put them down or raise them back up.
That is correct. With just one click of a button out to the rear, it's gonna fold that second row and also third row, so you have a little bit more cargo space for you guys.
Okay, so miles per gallon on this, I like to say smiles per gallon if you got something like this, because we're running about 16, 18 miles per gallon on this, which is exactly what you'd expect out of 420 horse in this big of a vehicle too. MSRP on this, $108,369. I know you guys are always looking for trade-ins, you're looking for good deals for everybody, so when people come down here, you know you're gonna get the best deal, right?
Of course, every single time. We'll guarantee you guys to go home with a brand new vehicle parked up right next to the driveway, wanting your neighbors to go ahead and grab one of these cars for themselves as well.
That's right. So again, we're up here at Coulter GMC. Make sure and stop up here. It's 1202 East Camelback, just off 12th Street and Camelback, just off the 51. I mean, where all the car dealers are here. And if you can't find it, you can always look for the sister dealership, the Cadillac dealer across the street with the Cadillac on the roof.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Coulter GMC Buick.
All right, after the break, we're perfecting our ribs recipe just in time for spring grilling when the mix returns. As the weather starts to get nice for evening barbecues, here are some tips for the perfect ribs. I am here with 3 pieces of pecan, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Chance here, who has over how many followers on social media?
Creeping up on 1.7 million.
1.7 million. That is so incredible. And you're not a chef, you're just the regular guy.
I'm a home cook.
Let's talk about how this got started, because it started because of your dad, and a smoker is where the name came from?
Yeah, so about 30 years ago at Christmas, his Christmas gift was just a custom-made smoker. He used to always smoke ribs. It doesn't have a temperature gauge. It's really hard to cook on. And I asked him, like, how do you regulate the temperature? And he said, 225 to 275 always, using 3 pieces of pecan.
And that's where the name came from. I love it. All right, let's get into smoking ribs. And you're gonna show us some easy ways to do it where people, again, they watch the gourmet chefs and stuff, they get all crazy. and that makes you crazy. So you're like, let's just make this easy.
That's right. My dad never wrapped his ribs, and so we've got 2 racks of baby back ribs.
Right.
We've already taken the membrane off. We're gonna use a Little Miss barbecue rub. It's very good, but whatever barbecue rub you like, it's great. Hold the seasoning up a little high, and so it evenly distributes over your ribs, and just give it a shake. And then we're gonna let that kind of sweat into the meat for about 15 or 20 minutes.
Wow, and you just leave it out here like this, and it's okay, right?
It's fine.
Because people get kind of like, well, I don't want to leave the meat out, but no, you need to do that to let it.
It's okay.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's okay. We're not leaving it out here for hours. We're gonna let it go for about 20 minutes, and we are gonna flip it over. We've already taken the membrane off, and we're gonna do the exact same thing.
Good. So, and this is a great thing about Chance and his seasoning. Come around here really quick. Let me just show you. Let me show you where this is just a piece of what is around here. But go ahead and just look. That's one drawer. Okay, ready? Close it up, and here goes another drawer. And then his wife says that's nothing. If you go into our cabinet or
we do have
there's
one
more? Oh my
one
gosh,
more.
I thought there was just 2.
I don't do tools, I do seasonings.
That is so awesome. So you have all different kinds of seasonings you can use, and that's what you want people to do is actually give a try different seasonings. Find what you like.
Half the time when we're cooking, I'll tell one of my boys, I'm like, just go outside and grab some seasoning, whatever looks good.
That's it.
That's it.
All right.
Yeah, don't overthink it.
All right, we got these all ready to go. So now we wait a few minutes.
Yep.
Then we head over to the smoker.
That's right.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's start it over. This is it right here. This is a smoker.
This is it. This is my dad's smoker.
Okay.
I got a little glove on there because it's a little warm, and
right.
I do have a temperature gauge in there. We're running about 280 degrees.
All right.
Which is a freckle warm. And all we're gonna do is just lay those down.
And is there any certain way you need to lay them on there? Any direction?
I like to keep them, our firebox is on the left-hand side. We have a little water pan here that helps keep some moisture in this chamber. That's my dad's water bowl. It's probably 30 years old.
Not the same water, do you?
You
change the water out?
I changed the water.
All right.
And so we just kind of put the ribs over on the right-hand side, let that smoke roll over. We're gonna shut this down. In about 4 hours, we're gonna have baby back ribs. They're gonna be great. Every now and then, we'll hit them with a little spritz. That's it.
That's it.
That's
Here
it.
it is. I like that. All right, with the magic of TV, though. All right, here we are with the finished rack of ribs. And so, first of all, where do you cut this up? Let's talk about the one glove, because I was like, is he doing a Michael Jackson kind of thing? But no, this is actually something very smart that people need to realize.
I mean, I think it's smart when you're dealing with meat, any kind of protein, clean hand, a dirty hand, glove, clean hand. And so you just gotta, anytime you're seasoning, I will season with my clean hand, and then I'll rub it in, I'll flip the meat over, things of that nature. And then you just wanna make sure you don't touch anything with this glove hand to contaminate your food.
Got it. So let's remind people very quickly, we season up, put them onto the smoker for how long?
These went about 4 hours.
4 hours, okay.
Yeah.
So
no wrap and no sauce.
So when cutting, where are you cutting it at? Are you like cutting right at the bone, or
it's easier. I mean, actually, it's easier if you just flip it over.
Yeah.
And then you can go right in between the bones. I'm glad you called that out. So if you're new to ribs, you're gonna cut right between the bones. You're gonna have a little bit of meat on each side. And you just need a nice sharp knife, and it rolls right through that.
That's it. That's what I love about the 3 pieces of pecan. Instagram, social media, everything there, because they make it easy and you don't have to really overthink like some people make you do with cooking. Remind people again where they can find all kinds of things, all your tips, all your tricks, and your trades.
That's right. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, at 3 Pieces of Pecan. I'm easy to find.
There you go. All right, I gotta try one of this.
Let's go.
One, just let's see. All right. Oh my God. Coming up, we've got the latest online deals for cutting edge tech next.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Best Reviews.
2026 is here, and smart homes, cutting edge tech, and savvy investments are redefining how we live and grow wealth. Ashley Howard and Alyssa Bergamini are standing by with the best products at the best prices in this week's epic discounts for consumer resources, bestreviews.com.
Welcome to Epic
Epic Discounts by bestreviews.com. I'm Ashley Howard.
And I'm Melissa Bergamini. Scan that QR code on your screen to get ready to save big.
First up, we have the powerful Hoover Power Scrub Deluxe Carpet Cleaner. And if you have carpets, pets, kids, or just life happening, this is about to be your new best friend.
This is a deep cleaning carpet shampooer. It lifts, scrubs, and removes embedded dirt with those counter-rotating brushes. Plus, you're getting all the multi-purpose tools as well.
Exactly. Deep, clean, brighter carpets, fresher home.
Now, let's clear the air, literally. This is the Puro Air HEPA air purifier, and it covers up to 1,000 square feet. Large rooms, open concept living, it's got you covered.
This filters more than 99% of pollutants, smoke, pollen, dust, even microscopic particles. If you deal with allergies like me or just want fresh air feeling inside your home, this is a game changer.
Plus, it is whisper quiet, and it's working around the clock to give you cleaner, healthier air.
Sleek design, powerful filtration, and peace of mind every single day. Next up is innovation at your fingertips. Meet the Apple MacBook Air 13-inch with the all-new M4 chip.
This is performance and portability in one sleek design. You're getting a stunning liquid retina display with lightning-fast multitasking.
It handles everything beautifully, and it's built for Apple Intelligence, so it's smarter and more efficient than ever before.
Now it's time for your money moment from Money.com. Gold is hitting record highs, and Money.com says more Americans are turning to gold IRAs to help protect their savings.
With inflation on the rise and markets feeling a little unpredictable, many people are looking for ways to diversify beyond stocks and bonds. Gold is real, physical, and has a history of holding value when times feel uncertain.
So when is the right time to invest? There's never a perfect moment, but moving even a portion of your retirement into a gold IRA can help you feel more secure about the future.
Getting started is easy. Open an account, roll over funds from an existing retirement plan, and choose IRS-approved metals stored safely in a secure vault.
Visit Money.com or scan that QR code right now to see their top-rated gold IRA providers.
All right, let's take one last look at today's products and services helping you save that cash.
Head to EpicDiscounts.com or just scan that QR code to scan, shop, and save with Epic Discounts by Best Reviews.
All right, Best Reviews is owned by our parent company, Nexstar, and you can find more on the products and where to buy them on our website, cw7az.com.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Best Reviews.
All right, want to know what's airing tonight on the CW7 Arizona? Well, it all kicks off with Family Feud and The Big Bang Theory. Then get ready for mind-blowing CW Primetime with Penn and Teller Fool Us at 7 and Masters of Illusions at 8. Then finish off the night with some more Big Bang Theory and that young boy genius, no, not Brad Perry, but young Sheldon. Tune in tonight, starting at 4 o'clock here on the CW7 Arizona, where we like to say, it's all good. All right, NASCAR is here in the Valley, and guess what? We want to make sure you go with the ultimate VIP experience. You can check out NASCAR driver Patrick Starpoli, number 48, with Big Machine Racing's trailer, and watch the race from his pit box and more. All you got to do is head over to the cw7az.com/win for your chance for this big VIP experience. So, hey, thanks for joining us today. But hey, before we leave, I got to talk about some new Honey Bunches of Oats cereal that's healthy for you. Yes, what they've done is they've added protein and they've added some flavor. Honey and almond and cinnamon. It's a great way to get your day going, or you know what, sit around and watch a little TV tonight with some cereal, which is so good. So I got my Shamrock Farms milk poured in here. This is the almond cinnamon one that you got to check out, or the cinnamon one I did. Oh, cinnamon, which looks really good, so I like it. And on Monday's show, where you can sit and have some cereal, you can catch a performance, Piano Heist, with the dueling keyboardist. Should be very good. And then in honor of Women's History Month, we'll kick it off with a home tour of one of our local heroes, Sandra Day O'Connor's. Plus, Lex will be out at a mini city in their park for kids as we prepare for spring break and a lot of fun. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday.
Content segments on the Arizona Daily Mix were paid for by Expedia, Gerber Injury Law, Coulter Buick GMC Phoenix, Best Reviews, and Phoenix Raceway.